to try to raise to heights that will make you feel fulfilled, happy, serving people with your physical service plus love. How many people in the world need it? Almost everyone needs it. This, if you make your life's ambition, everybody, I should share what all I have with everybody, not to change the world, because that is God's problem. That is the way my life will be fulfilled. If you want to share, first you should have. Equip yourself with knowledge, talents like singing, bhajans, knowledge of the Geetha, etc. Move with people. Do not be a snobbish person. Just do what you have to do with your problems. Do not take them into head. These problems will be there for everybody. Try to rise. I am telling youngsters, forget about spirituality. Don't worry about spirituality. You try to go materially to the top of the world. When they try to go materially to the top of the world, they will necessarily become spiritual, because nobody can go to the top of the world without dropping ego and trying to learn to live with others. Similarly, all of you, everybody, especially ladies, your power is not utilized, what God has given you fully. Ignore your personal challenges and rise above. Serve the world, love the world. This is the message, Narayana. We will now go to the class. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurureva Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanora Mabdanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidparam. Yes, today I have a very important thing to share with you. All of you, as you grow, you will discover this. As you grow, that you will get messages from God regularly in your mind. That message is called message of Dakshinamurti, who is inside you. Bhagavatam itself was revealed to Brahma from inside you only. Tena Hrude. You will get messages from inside as you grow, as you open up yourself to God or Guru. God you do not know. Develop extreme love for Guru, it will all happen. I get these messages and added to that the right message for the right class. And because whether I will believe it or not, the same day, physical messages will come in WhatsApp or somebody telling, to confirm this message is sent by God to you. 7th chapter I wanted to start, and I was thinking about it, what to tell, because there are certain hints that come. Before I thought, I got the whole message completely different from the usual way of explaining 7th chapter, but there cannot be a better way to explain 7th chapter. What is the message? See, 6th chapter, I told you, Bhagavan's discourse on meditation stopped with Sarvatma Bhava, verses 29 to 32. After that, only Arjuna's questions were answered. I told you that time, Sarvatma Bhava is the highest, nothing beyond that. Bhagavata says, once you have reached Sarvatma Bhava, there is nothing for you to do. Why is that important? Why is it important? All along we are thinking God is important. Moksha is God. Now you say Sarvatma Bhava is important. Why? Before I even explain that, authority in the recent 150 years on Vedanta has been accepted in Himalayas as the glory of Himalayas. Himavad Vibhuti is our Paramaguru Swami Tapovan Maharaj. He is an authority, complete Vairagi. You know, about 100 years back, they had buses running all over Kerala. Such born with that, left everything at the age of 34 because his both parents died and he has to see brother is settled. That's why he delayed 10 years, 10, 14 years. After that, he settled in Himalayas, never come down from Himalayas the next 34 years. He has written several books. And he says this. That is why I had to give the background. What is the highest spiritual development? He says universal love and universal service. He explains why. Universe is the visible form of God. Universe is the visible form of God. And therefore, serving the universe is serving God. Loving the universe is loving God. And he says this is the highest. Why? Because meditation is what? To go beyond all the duality and plurality. The best way to go beyond duality and plurality is to see the one in all, the Lord in all. Therefore, this is the highest state of meditation. At the same time, it's pleasant, it is simple, it is easy. Is it a problem to love all? Whenever you love somebody or you receive love, you are happy. When you love all, you are happy. Total love, total happiness, that is what is called spirituality. Bliss, Ananda, Satchidananda. So this Sarvatma Bhava is the highest in meditation. That was said in the 6th chapter. Now 7th chapter onwards, without using the word I am using, Sarvatma Bhava and all that, they treat the subject with this in aim. 7th chapter starts with Bhagavan's assurance, I am going to give you knowledge and the means to experience that. Jnana, Vijnana. And then he will say how to recognize him. I am going to give essence of 7th chapter, because after this, when I do the verses, you will enjoy them better. How to recognize this one and the in all, Bhagavan? He says, I am the sapidity in water. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Prabhasma sasashu. I am the light in the moon and the sun. Balam balavatam chaham. I am the strength in the strong. Right now we said that Bhagavan is all. Then why say he is only good things? Why not bad things? Bad things is also Bhagavan. Even bad things are Bhagavan. How do you say that? He is going to talk about his two Prakritis in this chapter. The lower Prakriti and the higher Prakriti. He says, these both are my Prakritis. That means, is there anything other than Bhagavan? If everybody is a combination of lower and higher Prakriti, and that is Bhagavan, is there somebody different from Bhagavan? Is there somebody different from Bhagavan? Today's talk, whatever I have said up to now, whatever I may say in the next few minutes, is all that you have to know. After that, you don't have to come to class. So, Bhagavan says, this is my lower Prakriti, 5 elements, mind, intellect, and ego. Everybody has them. Higher Prakriti is that which supports all of them. That which supports all of them. These two Prakritis are the wombs of the entire creation, and both are me. Therefore, where is anything other than Bhagavan? Both the good and the bad. What is good? What is bad? There is no bad. Somebody beautifully said this. What is bad other than the demand of the good? I don't like violence because I should not be attacked. You don't like jealousy. You don't mind if you have, but other people having, you don't like it. Anger, others' anger, you don't like. Greed, others' greed, you don't like. Your children, you have 2 children. You take pride in telling, see, that fellow is jealous of the other fellow. You are happy. You declare to the everyone, see, he is jealous of her or she is jealous of him. So jealousy you appreciate. Then when one of them is angry, in the way, how much anger you appreciate that. In your children at that age, you appreciate all these and declare to the world also. Therefore, they didn't appear to be bad to you because you know that is the way to grow. So everybody is growing that way. Therefore, there is nobody bad. And then, when they grow, the same fellow shows anger on you, you will immediately get out of the house, or you go to the old age home, or you ask him to get out. Why? At young age, you had no ego over that. Now your ego is affected. Please think. These are the secrets of your happiness. Go and think. And when you are totally happy, you are God. There is no mysticism about this. All big words are used in Shastras because that's the way to get you involved. If they say it very simply, you will say, oh, okay, you will leave it. Therefore, they have to use technical terms. But there is nothing beyond it. When our mind is pure, when our mind is clean, when you see God alone everywhere, when you love all, you are totally happy. Total happiness is Godhood. Total happiness is Godhood. Very simple, because to do japa is difficult. To do karma yoga is difficult. Jnana marga sravana manana nididhyasana is difficult. To love who is suffering because of loving. This path is the best. And as you love, you are happy. Narada Bhakti Sutra says, Swayam Phalarupatva. Swayam Phalarupatva. And then what? You think, how can everybody be the same? He is like that, he is like that. I told you, in your children, you don't feel like that. Even jealousy, can I give you some secret? All we, the Vedanta teachers, are very envious about the others. How many people they are getting, how many I am getting. And you know what is envy defined in Shastra? Gune dosha drushti. Seeing blemish in guna. Where there is something good, you can't accept it, so you see some blemish in that. Gune dosha drushti. So you try to go on giving some things for the other person who has more number of students than you. One more secret, today day of all secrets, all my students who are taking classes are having 3 times number of my students. Why? I am not upset. This is another secret. No father is envious when his son overtakes him in business or anything. No teacher also is not envious when his students overtake him, because that's his dream. That's his dream. He is not envious. So what is envy, anger and all that? Are they real substances to be eschewed? No, sir. It's your mind. It's your ego. It's your mind. It's your ego. How to get out of them? How did the father enjoy jealousy, anger, greed in their children? Because he is too much above them. Their greed, their jealousy, their anger does not affect him. He is too big. Therefore, he is secure. Insecurity makes you feel bad about these things. When your own son overtakes you, you are secure. When your own Shishya overtakes you, you are secure. So how to become too big? Go beyond the body, mind, intellect. Recognize the Lord in you. Take shelter with Him. Hold on to Him. Trust Him only. Depend Him on only. Then you have risen above. When you have risen above, anxieties, worries, greed, jealousies, anger does not upset you. When they don't upset you, you are happy, and that is Godhood. Rise above. How detached from the body, mind, intellect, attached to the self. How do I attach to the self? 6 chapters, 7th chapter is meditation. Therefore, he gives the details. This is all me. Okay, but still there are differences. No, he says there, I am the thread running in everybody. Sutre Manigana. I am the one running in everybody. I hold all together. There is nobody away from me. Sutre Manigana. I am the one. Whom are you going to? Next time, please, whenever you are angry with somebody, judge somebody, comment somebody, jealous of somebody, calmly, quietly sit and think. The fault is always with you, not with the other person. Not with the other person. So how do you find happiness in all this chaotic climate? Rise above, like the father rises above the children. That's why you are called Father in heaven, God. Rise above. This is the essence of the 7th chapter we are going to see. Whatever I said will not be there in the 7th chapter. But whatever 7th chapter says is nothing different from what I have said. Whatever I have said is not in the 7th chapter, but whatever I have said is the essence of 7th chapter. I have given this in the beginning itself introduction so that you will be able to see what I have said there. One point I just touch and skip. Why only in beautiful things we see God, not in ugly things? Both are Him. But your mind is comfortable with good and beautiful things, so at least start there. At least start there. How many of us, when we pass through lovely gardens, have noticed the roses there? We have not noticed. How many of us in the morning, even in this concrete jungle in cities, the chirp of birds are heard? How many of us have heard? We have not heard. How many of us, while driving, watch the beautiful sunset? We have not done it. How many of us have ever enjoyed the full moon night? Never. Be alert, be vigilant, see God in all these beautiful things. See God in all these beautiful things. Therefore, even though God is everything, at least start with seeing God in good things. That is why they give you the good things. And you people may fight with me. So Bhagavan comes to my rescue. He said, Sutre Maniganaiva. And one more word he says, Matta Parataram Nasti. There is nothing beyond me. Matta Parataram Nasti. There is nothing beyond me. And he says also, Ye chaiva sattvika bhava rajasas tamasas chaye. Matta vedi. All these sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, all these expressions come from me only. Why do you need any more talks, any more classes, any more books? Listen to this till you get established in this truth. It needs only 26 minutes, 22 minutes, because I started 4 minutes late. It needs 22 minutes. Listen a few times till you get established in this. So now we go to the 7th chapter. Bhagavan says, why? If truth is so simple, why don't people get it? Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Manushyanam sahasreshu, in thousands of people, one wants to evolve, others are all adapters. There were many fish in the ocean. They died a normal death. One amongst them revolted. Why should I always be in this ocean only? Why not I see the outside world? It became the tortoise. And the tortoise said, why should I horizontally go? It became the Varaha. That's how evolution takes place. Other people are adopters. It's okay. They adjust. Adjusting with knowledge is very good. Adjusting in helplessness is not good. In strength you adjust, not in weakness. So one among thousand only strives for this perfection and beauty and godhood. Yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Only one in thousands of people, such people who strive. Only one in thousands who strive, they experience. One in thousands, not thousand, thousands. One in thousands strives. Amongst those thousands, one knows why. It's understood if you say one in thousands only strive. But amongst one in those thousands, only one, why they realize? Why they realize? That's the intensity. That is the Shraddha. How many people try to tell your friends and relations, come to the Geetha classes? They won't come. Call them to a party. You call 4 people, 6 will come with their friends also. Geetha class, they won't come. Even if they come, they won't stand. They got a nice excuse. It's all for big, intelligent people. They have an excuse like this. Why? Shraddha less, tenacity less, determination less. Why? Because you like the immediate enjoyments of masal vadai. Kanchanta karmanam Krishna yajantaiha devataha Chipram bhav. It was said in the 4th chapter. We have seen that. Because results are immediate in the outside world, people like that. Right? So, people out of their own choice remain to be ignorant, stupid, and suffer. And now he is revealing himself. Bhumira apo nalo vayuhu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankaram itiyam me bhinna prakriti rastada. Bhinna me prakriti hi, my prakriti. Bhinna me prakriti, my prakriti, ashtadha, eightfold. What? Bhumihi, earth, apaha, water, analaha, fire, vayuhu, air, kam, akasha, mana, mind, buddhi, intellect, ahankara, ego. These are the 8 things that constitute my lower nature. Everybody has only these 8. And these 8 is Bhagavan. So who is bad? Everybody has only these 8. And these 8 only is Bhagavan. And therefore, who is different from Bhagavan? Who is bad? Who is different from Bhagavan? Who is bad? You have to be pitied to see the differences, not to accept. Because you are the sufferer. That's why you have to be pitied. This is why it's called Sastanga Namaskara. Sa Asta Anga Namaskara. It's not physically falling. With the mind, intellect, ego fall. Sa Asta Anga Namaskara. Right? Why these 8? You need a body. Body needs shape. Shape won't come without water. And you need to breathe. You need air. You need the temperature in you, 98.4 anala. You need this body needs to occupy a space. So all of us are elements, and then the raw material for the body is earth. All of us are these 5 elements, but that cannot move by itself. It can be moved only when the mind is connected. Mind is guided by the intellect, and the intellect goes according to the ego. Therefore, you need all the 8 for Vyavahara, transactional world. And this is Bhagavan's lower Prakriti. What is the higher Prakriti? Apareyamita Kanyam Prakritim Vidhi Me Param Jiva Bhutam Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. Aparaha, other than this, lower. Aparaha iyam tu anyaha. Aparaha iyam tu anyaha. Iyam itaha tu anyaha. Other than this, lower. Apara is lower. Anya, other. Apara is lower. Anya is other. Iyam, this. Other than this lower Prakriti, which I said the 8, with the me param, there is a higher Prakriti of mind. There is a higher Prakriti of mind. What is that? Jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate jaga. Jiva bhutam, the very life element. 5 elements you need. Mind, intellect, ego you need. All of them cannot function because they are all thoughts. Even mind, intellect, ego are thoughts. Thoughts are inert. If they have themselves sentiency, you cannot sleep. Because they are inert, when they are disconnected in sleep from consciousness, you can sleep. Thoughts are also inert. How do these mind, intellect, ego, and the 5 elements sustain? By the life force. By that life force. And that I am. The very life element. That I am. Mahabaho, mighty arm. Yayedam dharyate jagat. Yaya idam, yaya, by which idam, this world, dharyate is upheld, jagat, world. 5 elements: mind, intellect, ego. Hardware. But life force is that sustains them. I'm not using software because I'm not very sure about these two terms. Something like that. Because, okay, you can take the car and the engine and all that, petrol to be the life element. Because mind, intellect also may come in software. So I'm not going to be very authoritative on that. You understand there are two things in you. One is inert lower matter, other is the life force. That much you understand, that's enough. Is it enough? No. That much you feel, that's enough. Whenever I am talking, you feel your combination of the five elements, mind, intellect, ego, feeling. So that you can feel easily. Feel the life that makes them do their jobs. I am talking, my tongue doesn't talk without the life. You are hearing, your ears cannot hear without the life. I am seeing the picture in this thing, laptop. My eyes cannot see without him. And how do you say you don't know God? To say you don't know God, that thought that I don't know God is revealed by the same consciousness. That thought that you do not know God is revealed by the same consciousness. Therefore, if somebody says, I do not know, okay, he can say. But when guided, still he says, I do not know, he does not want to know. Why? He likes pakoda better. Apareya mitastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yeyedam dharyate jagat. Yetad vyoneni bhutani sarvani kyupadharaya aham krishnasya jagataha prabhavaha pralaya tadha. Aham krishnasya jagataha prabhavaha pralaya tadha. I am the origin. I am the dissolution of everything. Not you, not me. Krishnasya, of the whole Jagataha world. Aham Krishnasya Jagataha Prabhavaha, origin, source, Pralayaha, dissolution, point of dissolution, Tata, also dissolution. Prabhavaha, Pralayaha, Tata. And this whole world, I am the origin, I am the dissolution of the world. What is the world? Etad yonini bhutani sarvani upadaraya. The whole names and forms, beings, bhutani, they are all a combination of these two wombs. What are the two wombs? Two prakritis. What are the two prakritis? The lower and the higher. All beings are a combination of these two wombs, because from that to come, it's called a womb. From that to emerge, so it's called a womb. The lower and the higher prakritis is the womb of all beings, and I am the origin and the dissolution of all. Why were you fighting with me when I started the class introducing that you are talking something other than the text? Text says this. Why were you fighting with me? And then, Matta parataram anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam Sutre Maniganayava. Still you may not accept. Okay, some major world can be the lower and the higher Prakriti, but there can be another God beyond this. He says, Matta Parataram Nasti. There is nothing beyond me. I am the one who runs through the entire names and forms, like the sutra thread, Maniganayava in the beads. Like the sutra that runs in the beads and holds them together, I run through all names and forms and hold them together. There's nothing beyond me. Here, every example has its limitations. When I said thread and beads, you may think still. Thread is different, beads are different. Beads is a grosser manifestation of the same Bhagavan. Thread is another manifestation. Beads and thread, all are him. As beads he appears, as thread he holds them. As beads he is the lower Prakriti, as the thread he is the higher Prakriti. Beads are all different, but the Bhagavan who runs them is one. Beads are seen, Bhagavan is not seen. But without Bhagavan, beads cannot be held. Beads are seen, Bhagavan not seen. Without the thread, Bhagavan, the thread, beads cannot be held. The world is there, behaving to many rules. 32 feet per second, 98.4. All these rules, 24 hours, the time taken to go around the sun, all these rules. All these rules, they are maintained by the Lord as the thread that maintains the beads. Okay, so this is the essence of the 7th chapter. Now he is going to give detail for meditation, how to recognize this God in all. Meditation. I told you 2 types of meditations. One direct description, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Satchidananda, direct definition. Another is indicative definition, through the known to the unknown, through the known to the unknown. That is called Swarupa Lakshana, this is called Tatastha Lakshana. The crow on that house, crow will fly away, but once you have seen the house, you know the house. That's called indicative definition. He is now giving some hints for meditation. Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhasmya shishuryayoho pranava sarva vedeshu sabdakke paurusham rushu. Rasaha apsu, apsu in water. I am rasaha, sapidity. I am rasaha, sapidity, apsu. Prabhasmi shashishurya yoho. In the moon and the sun, I am the light. Pranava sarva vedeshu. I am the Omkara in all the Vedas. Shabda ke paurusham rushu. I am the sound in space. I am the manliness in the men. Paurusham, virility in the men. Now, Bhagavan has said several things, but they are subtle. You need little more focus. I will give you a simple thing what you can appreciate. You saw a beautiful flower. The beautiful flower is also a combination of the same 5 elements. and the flower is plucked from the plant, and after 24 hours, the flower has dried up. When the flower was in the plant and not dried up, it was beautiful. And when it dried up, it had no beauty. Why any human being, you say, oh, he or she is a beautiful person. See, after the life goes from this body, see the person. No more beautiful. Beauty is lent to the body, the five elements, by the life force. Beauty is lent to the petals by the life force. Now, remove from your mind all the petals, try to feel the beauty. Remove from your mind that person, beautiful person, all details, and try to feel the beauty. Remove all details of water and feel the sapidity without water. Remove all details of fire and feel the heat. Remove sun and moon and try to feel their light. When you try to do that, you land up on your consciousness. Beauty merges with the consciousness because it is the consciousness that gives the beauty. Light merges with the consciousness. Heat merges with the consciousness. That's why I think Subramanya Bharati sang a beautiful song. Teenile varalai vaittal, unnai teendum inbam kanudada. I keep my finger in the fire. I enjoy your contact because I become conscious of the consciousness. What a height of meditation. What a height of meditation. Teenile varalai vaittal, unnai teendum inbam kanudada. So when you see beautiful things, appreciate it is God that is giving the beauty. Otherwise, they are elements. When you see a beautiful person, I don't think the topic is here because everybody is at least above 40. Youngsters, if somebody is attracted towards a beautiful girl or a beautiful boy, if one person is 1 trillionth of a millimeter in the whole universe, that person is so beautiful, you go mad. What should be the total beauty of the Lord? When you are focused and obsessed with one beauty, you cannot think of the total beauty of the Lord because mind is here. If you want to enjoy the total beauty, detach the mind from this. These are all meditations. Meditation is sitting and doing is only to develop the power of concentration. Upasanas, we are going to do this week in Taittiriya Upanishad. So meditation is not sitting and doing. It's one part. Meditation is open eye meditation to feel the truth, to feel God in every experience and in every encounter. That's called Sahaja Samadhi. Highest. Blanking the mind is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. It need not be the highest. So, for us to recognize God, he has given here beautiful clues. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Why? Because when you remove that, it is no more water. When you remove the beauty from the flower, it is no more flower. That which holds things like Sutre Maniganayava is its dharma. Satchidananda is our dharma, because when Sat goes, Chit goes, Ananda goes, you are not there. When separatity goes, it is no more water. When heat goes, it is no more fire. When light goes, it is no more sun and moon. Therefore, that is the dharmas. Matta parataram nanya kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam prutam sutri maniganaiva rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasisuryayoho pranava sarva vedeshu sabdha ke paurusham. I am the Omkara in all the Vedas. Vedas are so voluminous, and you just say they are the two letters. Yes, those two letters, not only Omkara, Mandukya Upanishad says that is all that is there in the world, past, present, and future. Nothing beyond Om. How ridiculous. Yes, Omkara has three words. A, U, Ma. You want to talk, you have to open your mouth. The first sound that comes is A. Talked enough, want to close. In between, the vibration is U. So all sounds fall into this A, U, Ma. All sounds are names and forms. Names and forms is this world. All sounds, all names and forms, all descriptions of Bhagavan are the Vedas. So the essence of the Vedas is Avuma, Omkara, Pranava, Sarva Vedishu. I am the Omkara in all the Vedas. Shabda ke paurusham nushu. Each element has a quality. In fact, this is how you learn in the beginning. Each element has a quality. Earth has smell. Water has taste. Fire has form. Wind has touch. Akasha has sound. This is how you learn. But the truth is, there was smell, and smell to be expressed, earth was created. There was taste. For taste to express, water was created. So these five sense objects, these are the real sense objects, not the things that you see, they are gross. Smell, taste, form, touch, and sound. These five were there, and after that creation came, these five were there in their subtle form in Bhagavan, therefore they are called Tanmatras. They alone were there. There is no gross material world. After that, the gross material world came into picture. So in them, Shabda ke Paurusham Shu, like the sound in the space. Punyo Gandha Pruthivyam cha Tejas chasmi Vibhavaso. Punyo Gandha, the divine fragrance on earth. You can't probably enjoy in city. I had been in villages in my childhood, so I know when the first drizzles start, there is a divine fragrance from the earth coming. Without the element of earth, there is no fragrance, no scents and all that. Punyo Gandha Pruthivyam cha Tejas chasmi Vibhavasau. And I am the brilliance in the fire. I am the brilliance in the fire. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu. I am life in all beings. Tapah cha asmi. tapasvishu. I am the austerity in the austere. And the austerity in the austere. Means you remove him, it is not there. Remove Bhagavan, nothing is there. So everything is Bhagavan only. Then why you like some, why you don't like some? My prarabdha to suffer. If I don't have likes and dislikes, I won't suffer. I have to suffer, therefore I have likes and dislikes. A man who loves all, loves pain also, because he knows it is given by God for his welfare. A man who loves all, loves death also, because he knows it's given by God. Therefore, for him, there is nothing to hug, nothing to reject. He loves all. Bijam mam sarvabhutanam viddhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhimatam aschimi tejasvinamaham. I am the original seed of all beings. Original, Sanatanam, before time. Time itself came from me. I was there before time. And that is the seed. Buddhir buddhimatam asmi. I am the intelligence in the intelligent. Tejasvinamaham. I am the splendor in the splendid. Balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam. I am the strength in the strong, free from desire and attachment. That has no beauty. The strength with desire attachment is ugly. The strength without desire and anger, like Sri Rama, is beautiful. Rama doesn't show it unnecessarily. When he shows it, nobody can stand. Nobody can stand. Kama raga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. I am desire. I am desire. Dharma aviruddheshu, not against dharma. Without desire, there is no world. Without desire, there is nothing. But that desire should be for the highest Godhood, infinite bliss, immortal bliss. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad on Monday. So desire should be there, should be for Atma, not for Anatma. Desire should be there for Atma, not for Anatma. So I am that desire which is not opposed to Dharma. Echaiva sattvika bhava rajasas tamasaschaye matta eveti tam vidhi natu aham teshu te mayi. So I told you, these are all positive good things. So you may think Bhagavan is only in them. No, there is nothing other than him, he says. So even ugly things are him, then why only good things? At least start there to see Bhagavan. You are not capable of seeing him in everything. See there. So that he now says, when I said originally, everybody was telling I am bluffing, especially our Ramesh. I am going on bluffing. But everything God says here. Echaiva sattvika bhava rajasas tamasas chayev. These sattvic, rajasic, tamasic bhavaha, states, moods, matta eveti, they all spring from me. But natu aham teshu. Te mai. I am not in them. They are in me. You see a ghost in the post. You are frightened. You are frightened. Go nearer. Take a light. Now everybody has a torchlight in their mobile. Put it. Ghost disappear. Where did the ghost go? Where from the ghost came? Where was the ghost staying? There was no ghost. You didn't see the post, you saw the ghost. Avidya expresses as avarana and then vikshepa. Ignorance covers the truth and then you see the multiplicity. You sleep to yourself, then you see the dream world. You didn't see the post, you saw the ghost. Now, the ghost was in the post. But was the post in the ghost? The post was in the ghost. When you brought light, when the ghost went, post also should go. Post didn't go. Therefore, ghost was in the post. Post was not in the ghost. World is in God. God is not in the world. Therefore, Swamiji gives this explanation. All your problems are in you. You are not in the problem. You are too big for the problem. Every time suggest when you are facing some challenge, teshu te mayi. Naham teshu. I am not in them. Na aham teshu. Te mayi. They are in me. This mantra is enough. Na aham teshu. I am not in them. Te mayi. They are in me. त्रिभिर् गुणमये भावैः येभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम्. This whole world is made up of these three gunas: sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. Sattva guna intellect, rajo guna mind, tamo guna body. You need all the three, but you are unintelligent using them causes you sorrow. Right? So the whole world is made up of the three gunas: Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. They use, but in our case, they gunas use us. Sarva midam jagatam. It's all, the whole world is covered by them. Mohitam nabijanati. Deluded by these gunas. Mam yebya paramavyam. Me. Superior to them. The post, superior to the ghost, is not known, deluded by the form ghost. And now what to do? Beautiful verse. Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyamti mayam yetam taranti. This maya of mine is as powerful as me. How will you get over that, poor child? You cannot. How do you? Then what is the solution? Mameva ye prapadyanti. One who surrenders his body, mind and intellect in the vision of the truth that passes through them. One who detaches from the body, mind, and sarva dharman parityaj. Mamekam sharanam braja. One who sees me in them as the essence. One who withdraws from the ghost form and sees the post form. Mamekam sharanam braja. Mameva ye prapadyanti. One who surrenders to me. Prapadyante, prapatti, sharanagati, Kaushalya is there. Maya metam tarantite. You can cross this Maya. Without sharanagati, without surrender, you cannot cross this Maya. Namam duskritino mudaha prapadyante naradhamaha maya pahrutagnanaha asuram bhavamasritaha. All are same. Why some see, why some don't see? Namam duskritinaha modaha, the deluded ones, mam, me, prapadyanti naradamaha, do not seek me, because they are deluded. They believe in money for security. They believe in power. They believe in people, children. And Bhagavan says, na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyagena ekena amrtatva manushu. Leaving all these things, only you can see God. You cannot be half in dream and half awake. Either dream or awake. Detached from all forms, you feel Bhagavan. So the duskritinaha, the evildoers, means people who are attached to matter. Rakshasas, in descriptions, you see them with horns and all that. No, they are only human beings. Only people who are attached to matter are called asuras. People who are attached to matter and harm others are called rakshasas. People who in matter is aware of God are called suras. So the evildoers, they do not recognize me. Why? Maya aparakta gnanaha. Their knowledge, their wisdom, their discrimination has been looted away by this Maya. Asuram bhavamasritaha. They depending on the asuric bhava. On the asuric bhava. Now we have used words sura, asura, rakshasa, etc., etc. So these many types of people are there. Amongst them, Bhagavan said, Mame vaya prapadyante, devotees who surrender to me. And namam duskritino mudaha prapadyante, the evildoers don't surrender to me. Who are the people who surrender to him? Who are the people who don't surrender to him? We will see next class on Tuesday. Okay. Thank you. Because I could have done that because another 6 minutes is there. But that's a separate topic, runs to 4 or 5 verses. So I cannot cut it short. So next week we'll do. And next week we may finish 7th chapter. Okay. All right. Okay. Hari Om Purnamada Purnabadam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you all. God bless you all.
Hari Om. Thank you, Uncle.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you, Uncle. Thank you all. God bless you. God bless you.
Uncle.
Hari Om, Uncle, you have remembering me. I'm happy, but in a wrong way. I'm happy that I'm getting enlightened by you. That's why the Ajnanam you are removing.
Sir, we can only talk about people over whom we have freedom. We don't talk about people over whom we don't have freedom.
Thank you, Uncle. And today there's this example of problems in me, and I am not in problem with lamp and ghost. Is a very, very catchy example which has deeply had an effect. I think that's very excellent to learn that truth.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to explain again?
No. In fact, I am appreciating, and it has come into my mind. But I will not mind again hearing from you. It will further enlighten. No, I am waiting eagerly for that again. No problem, sir.
Yeah, even the people you feel enemy, good and bad, because you don't see God in them. Hari Om, sir.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Uncle.